Okay, today I want to talk to you in this video about something that's so very, very important. And most of my videos you've seen are about electricity and how you can use it for healing, for pain, and for other things such as trying to prevent some diseases and treat some diseases. But the one thing you can never leave out is nutrition. And the reason nutrition is important is our ability to fight and to repair is based upon having what is necessary for cells to produce energy. Well, that is the nutrition. The one area that you hear so much of now is you have to have foods that are rich in antioxidants and you have to limit free radicals. Well, as we've seen before in other nutrition issues, like there was a time where cholesterol was bad. You do not need cholesterol in your body. And then they break it down a little bit later and they say, well, you know what, we've looked and the only bad is this stuff called LDL. And it turns out this stuff called HDL, or healthy, is good for us. So we refined that and said we need more of this and less of this. Well, that was how we started. And then we later find out it's not exactly that simple. We do need LDL. Our body does use LDL and we can't eliminate it. So we modify our understanding of cholesterol and come up with a new explanation. Well, the same thing holds for those dreaded free radicals. You know, these are the bane of our existence. Well, and we got antioxidants. Here's the problem we have here. When we accept a diet that is totally heavy here and eliminate here, free radicals are actually used in our body. Free radicals are used by our immune system. And the reason free radicals are used by our immune system is as they do to healthy cells, they wreak havoc on bacteria and other pathogens that we don't need. So, free radicals are not to totally eliminate. It is to maintain balance. We want the free radicals to be limited to being productive. When they get excessive, they become destructive. Now, the strength of an antioxidant is an antioxidant can give away an electron. And when it gives away that electron, guess what? It still remains an antioxidant. It does not become a free radical. So that's why when we look at diet, what we're looking at is foods that can supply our body extra electrons, but in the process not become dangerous to us. So that's why when you hear the comments now about free radicals and antioxidants, sort of keep in mind that everything is a balance issue. Now what I want to talk to you about is, especially when we get to that digestion, what is digestion? Basically, we take a raw food, and here's my little celery with all my little stalks. And once we take this celery, we consume it. It goes into our digestive tract. And we down to our stomach, and then we work through small intestines, and then we work through the large intestine. Now, what are we doing when we consume celery? We're literally trying to find the foods that will allow a cell to produce energy, which is in the mitochondria, which is the Albert St. Gorky cycle, or oxidative proliferation is the big word for it. But we bring celery in, we go through the digestive tract. Once we get down here in the intestinal tract, the digestive tract has already taken the celery and it has extracted the building blocks of life. Now, what was not beneficial is going to be eliminated. So, we take digestion, we extract what is needed, and then through the circulatory system we supply what is basically a palatable food source for cellular energy. All right, so we've gone from here to here. Now, what are the cells going to do once we go through this process? Well, here's what the cells start doing. Basically, you have a cell, and this is a membrane around a cell, but within the cell we have a little thing called mitochondria. And that's, okay, the purpose of the mitochondria is to take what the digestive system has supplied to us and use it to create energy so that this cell can repair, can grow, and can stay healthy. Well, in this process, part of what is called the Krebs-St. Gorky cycle is we take electrons. And those electrons couple up with, example, oxygen. And then we're able to use the electrons with ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and the cell now has energy. Well, this all came by getting the food palatable so that we could use the electrons to produce more ATP. And in so doing, we stay healthier. Now, is there a short circuit to this? It's called eat well. I would suggest you look at where you can take raw foods in a blender and blend them. Here's the reason why. Most of our food, in eating it, one of the problems we have is it takes a lot of energy to digest it. So we lose some of the benefits of the food because of the process of making it palatable for our cells to use the energy that they can generate from that food. If we blend it, such as raw foods, then we already make it go into the digestive tract in a less energy intensive mode so that we can get it quicker to the cells and energy can be produced. Anytime you've been injured, you're sick, or you're rehabbing, or you're trying to get stronger and you're stressing your muscles, you need to pay attention to digestion. And inherent in all of this, and this is a magic word, H2O. You've got to have water. So increase your water consumption. Now, what we see happening where people are injured is we're going to go a different way. Instead of coming nutrition, digestion into the mitochondria, where the mitochondria will use those electrons we were talking about. It needs an abundance of electrons. Let's supply electrons at the cellular level so that it can couple up with digestion. How do you do this? Well, when a person has been exercising, when a person is moving, or they're trying to do other things, or they're trying to regain movement, we can go to the mitochondria, set up an electrode, and this is way out of scale, but these are very small. And what we end up doing is we start supplementing through electrons. This is what electrotherapy is about. And there's the electrons that have moved through the body and they're going out to this other electrode outside the body. Electrode outside the body, circuit comes on, electrons flow, mitochondria grabs what it wants. Excess, remember when I talked about digestion? The body takes what it wants and it disposes of what it doesn't need. That concept is not lost in electricity. You bring it over, what's not needed goes here, circuit's completed, goes back to the machine. everything's fine. But what have you done here to the mitochondria? You have provided the electron food. So, what does that mean? That means you're feeding your body so that you can heal quicker, you can do more exercises, you may be able to ward off certain diseases and maintain a healthier state. That's why it is so important when you look at how our body works, which is based upon energy by cells being created, that we supplement electrons when we can and couple it with digestion and nutrition to make sure that this process is actually furthering this process and a patient can heal faster and stay well. Sorry for my scribble. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it gave you a basic idea. Thanks for watching.
At MedFacts, our priority is to educate and inform on topics such as pain relief, sports performance, injury rehab, nutrition, antioxidants, electron supplementation, and electrotherapy. We carry a complete line of electrotherapy devices and accessories, including interferential, TENS, ultrasound, muscle stimulators, electrodes, and more. We are excited about being on the cutting edge of electrotherapy research